Shalom, guys. I hope that you're doing fantastic. Today's the 27th of November, 2020. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that stuff. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're brand new, welcome to this channel. I'm a little bit different tarot type of a reader than what you're probably used to. I do use living language and scripture in my readings, and I am calling out to Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, who's running the whole universe and the host of heaven. And if that's not something you're looking for, then this is where you're going to click off. Otherwise, welcome. I hope everybody had a fantastic day yesterday with your families. And those of you who had rough days with your families, well, at least it's over today. And those of you who, didn't have anywhere to go, or nobody reached out to you for whatever stupid reason why, we made it through. And for me, it was a nice day regardless. I just give my days to the Most High. He's the one that made it anyway, and I acknowledge Him in all my ways, and so should you. Anyway, here we are today. Yesterday's gone, and today is a new day, and we just carry on. And we do it in truth, and we do it in love, or those people who want to do it in truth and love, and we will be blessed in it because Jehovah deserves the praise within it. So let's just go ahead and connect with Jehovah. I just appreciate you so much. I thank you for this day. I do not take my life for granted, and I just thank you that you've already gone before us, and you already prepare the way. You make every crooked place straight, and your way is love. And mercy, and I thank you that you just rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark energy and force, and every energy that would try to make its way into this realm. You just command it to stay there and to be shoved right down to the pit where it belongs. I ask for your wisdom, your mercy, your knowledge, your grace to rest upon me, Jehovah. And I thank you. So we have the Lover's card and the Sun. That's positive energy. And the Sun right now is on the opposite end of where the Lover's card energy would be. So we've got things that are just forcibly being overturned here with the Sun energy. And happy outcomes going on here. If we're in the upright in heart, the Sun represents our heart, right? It's love and romance. We got Lover's energy here, and decisions to be made here. Intimate relationships is what the Lover's card would represent, and carefully weighing the decisions out of whatever it is with people that's supposed to be in your life. We also have the Six of Pentacles. This is very nice energy coming out here, people. It really is. And then the Knight of Cups is at the bottom. So a lot of love stuff coming out here, and that's the highest vibration of them all. It's beautiful energy. I want to look up this word. The word that we're getting at here goes back to talking about a measuring cord for waiting. It's talking about something connected to this cord is representing waiting on something or being held back from something. A long line is here as well with this cord, but there's something being measured here. Well, this Lover's card talks about weighing out about this decision. So whatever somebody's holding back or measuring or stretching out here and figuring something out that's been used for binding something together, whatever that may be, within financial matters or, contractual things. And this is the word that's been brought out here for us. We do have, so this is, more than anything though, this is about love. I mean, this is emotional, romantic energy coming out here with the Lover's card and the Knight of Cups. That's emotional energy with water there. That's very contemplative energy and intuitive energy with water. Something is emotional for some people, but this is a bright future. This is something that will be forced for a decision. And if it's not done with even scales, people, we know that the scripture tells us that it's an abomination. It's got to be done in truth and truth alone. And people do know the truth within, and the sun's in a place of truth. And so the ninth house, where the sun's at, goes back to meaning the husband and protection. And so this is a huge decision for somebody, to be a husband, to be a protection for a lot of you. So obviously some of you already are husbands, or you have a husband, or you desire to have one, or maybe maybe if you've been single, you're trying to weigh out if you want to find one. Could go any different direction, or some of you are deciding possibly to get a divorce because of something that's happened. We've seen a lot of stuff like that. Hopefully people are mending relationships and forgiving and walking in that way and stretching the cord out and walking in uprightness. Look, by mercy and by truth, we purge out iniquity in the land, people. We really, really do. And then we walk from that place and we teach. So where the sun's at right now is a place of teaching. So let's just go on here and see what's going on. Show me the sun card, please. Thank you. Whoops. So we do have the Queen of Cups, and she represents love and kindness. And so is somebody going to turn around and take the cups here? That's forgiveness. So for some people, there is a lot of heartbreak going on. And this is law. And we got government here, and those decisions are being held back because of something being weighed by way of whatever the law has gotten involved in something. Then this is what it's showing. Somebody's obviously, for some people, been mourning. This is crying over spilt milk. A lot of watery stuff in here. We've got 3 cards that go back to water, but you know, love itself is emotional. Show me the Lover's card. Got a mother here with this Queen of Cups. I mean, obviously, if it's in the negative, somebody was manipulative, really bad within something. We've seen that kind of energy yesterday. Show me the Lover's card for this decision. Some people need medicine. Okay, well, we've got the Queen of Swords here. We've seen her yesterday. I've seen her a couple different times. This is very decisive energy for communication's sake. She's got her hand out. All the queens in the deck are, they're queens. They can feel, but the Queen of Swords represents for us a very sharp-minded, logical decision being made, for a judgment to be put on something that's, so if something's already been held back, and somebody's been sitting here for a long time, something's being forced here for that decision that to be made, whatever the decision is for you. I would say that it is connected to love and romance more than anything, or the home. If this is a divorcee, then it's a divorcee, or somebody's speaking or trying to weigh out if they want a divorce for some of you all. Or there's jail here because of third-party situations. And we've seen that huge last night on a reading that I did. So we have the Queen of Swords here. Show me the Queen of Swords. Well, there's been competition. Well, we already see it right here. There's 3 cups that have fell over. There's strife here. Well, if money's at play, then that's huge. Okay, well, there's the Empress showing up here, which she does have the skills within her, and she would be generous, and she's got a counterpart. Okay, somebody's also pregnant, and something's going on here with this third party, then it's caused a ruckus within the home. All right, it's caused a ruckus with the father, or a husband, or something like that. It's really been here. So we definitely do have law showing itself 3 different times, because like I said, the Empress has, or you're dealing with somebody who works for the law, and you work for the law, and something's happened in your home, and somebody's gotten pregnant, or something with money or projects is here. It's huge. People don't even out the scales. It's going to be an abomination, though. This is about polaric balance with the Lover's card. There's something that's definitely going to be forced, though, because the sun represents just that. And it's going to be for a bright future, for a new social type of order here. Show me the Empress. This is rich and generous energy with the Empress. That's the Gimel. She would give. She would not hold back. And if she's out of balance and she's lost her value, then she would be stubborn and greedy, and she would just lay down with anybody and get pregnant for whatever reason why, for the money's sake. So the Temperance card, this is about reconciliation as well, like forgiveness and stuff like that. If something's out of balance, because that's about balancing and being tempered within that. You got a bunch of people over here that either this Queen of Swords has got up in a ruckus, or the Queen of Cups got, or both parties. If this is family stuff and something's just happened outside of love stuff, then we got two Queens and Empress. We got family and a bunch of freaking people going nuts. And out of balance. It's out of balance with all the strife. What's the problem here? Unless somebody obviously is facing prison or jail. I could only read it that way. I mean, if it's got to be that stuff there for people who are dealing with money issues where the home is concerned. If somebody thieved something, I guess they did. We don't have to see it out here. We got the law out here, so anything's possible. Something's right up in somebody's face, though, with the sun being here. So, again, the husband is here. A gun is here. There's protection here. There's big time law. All three of these go back to the law. Actually, all four of it. Actually, everything goes back to the law. Except for the Lover's card, but it's still connected to the same stick. So we got law out here on some people. And somebody's been held back by something. There's a decision to return or to do something or to mix something together. Or something's happened for some of you all with an out of balanced person that's been manipulative. Strength is here. That's children. That's compassion. That can go back to death energies as well. Let me take from this little deck. If you are new, I'm trying to wake up with you all. So it is what it is. I have my coffee most of the time with you all. My first reading. So it's pretty much telling itself though. We've got people mourning here over third-party situations or outside people involved in family stuff. Basically is what it's saying. There's something to do with law or pregnancy in the husband and some type of protection and possibly a gun. We did have a weapon yesterday and a pistol came out. A pistol came out on one of my readings and a weapon came out on the other. So whatever's taking place, something's happened here. Okay, and if that was past energy and people are still up in a ruckus and been crying over spilt milk because of a situation within something, because somebody manipulated a third party within whatever's taking place, and that's what's showing here. There's some type of generosity, though, really big with the Empress and with the Six of Pentacles here. And somebody's needing compassion to open their freaking mouth and to speak and stop being held back, because today is the day to do something. Today is the day to speak truth. Today is the day to extend forgiveness. Okay, now if you just got somewhere and you're just like, oh my God, now what am I going to do because somebody's done something really bad to you? I get it. Okay, obviously you got to go through your processes. But we're dealing with some people who've been crying over spilt milk for some time. For some time now. All right, and some people are out of balance here. A bunch of people are, because if people don't fight like that unless they have something attached to something. I mean, with this much law out here, people, they just don't act that way unless there's some type of situation going on behind the freaking scenes. And we know that there are for a lot of people. And so we're being shown a decision for today that is trying to be made. So emotions are everywhere. Well, yes, they are, because there's material happiness here at play. Somebody got up in a court of law, and so we got law here, and stated that something was true without any kind of freaking proof. And there's a moral vice here for some of you all. There's a big fat wickedness here within some type of offensive misdemeanor of some sort. Well, then somebody needs to go to prison. If they're out of balance, they need to go to prison. Then I guess there's something old here and laying new foundations coming out. And some of you all are able to do that. And if somebody is holding back some type of a gift or something that belongs to them because somebody else in the family's done something that was morally wrong, and you are holding charge to somebody else that didn't even have anything to do with something, but somebody else did connected to that person, you're in the wrong. Okay? Felt like I needed to say that. And that's wrong of you to do that. Okay? You cannot judge somebody else for what somebody else did just because there's a connection there. When somebody over here might be completely guiltless and this person is guilty, just because there's a connection, they don't give you a right to hold something back and judge both parties off of one party's situation. Okay? That's wrong. So whoever that's for, and you're being biased, because this energy goes back to being really biased, that's wrong of you. Get a couple more and then we'll just call it a reading. So someone's trying to protect the situation. Well, we see it. We see people all up in a freaking ruckus here. Because something's huge. Something is known. Because the Empress represents a known figure. The sun is right up in your freaking face. And there's government at play within some stuff. So there's something new. So there's something old. There's something new. There is laying a new foundation here. So get rid of the old. And do something new. Lay a new foundation. And go slow with it. Okay? Something happened at a campsite for some of you all. And someone who cuts hair is also here. Let's just get a scripture here, and this will be the last message. Look, you either walk in love or you don't at all. You either have it in you or you don't. Get rid of the people who are nasty at their heart, that will never get on board to say, look, we're going to take responsibility with something, because you can tell who really is of the Most High and who's not, people. It's really not that hard. It really isn't that hard. Either people are going to look into the mirror and figure a thing out and be truthful, or they really are of the bondwoman and of the flesh. They'll have no real true love in them anyway. They really don't. Okay, they're wicked at their heart. They need to be taken out of society, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, we have the iron coming out here. So somebody saw something that's taking place possibly on some type of technology or device, because this would be the tower energy. Okay, so we've got a scripture here stating, I have done judgment and justice. We got a lot of justice energy here. Leave me not to mine oppressors. Be surety for thy servant for good. And this would be loving, generous energy, not this sharp crap here. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the oppressor oppress me. Mine eyes fell for thy salvation. This goes back to salvation, the letter noon, and deliverance. And somebody's eyes are failing for that. They need to be saved because some people are being judged in a very biased type of freaking way for what somebody else freaking did. So mine eyes fell for thy salvation and for the word, for thy word, and for thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according to thy mercy, and teach me, this is a teacher energy, and teach me thy statutes. I am thy servant. Give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. It is time for these, Jehovah, and for you to work. For they have made void of thy law. We have a lot of freaking law out here, and people have made void the law of love, the law of the true commandments. For they have made void thy law. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. And we do have some falseness out here, and need to get out. Need to purge that crap out. If people aren't going to get on board, like I said, and look in the mirror and get rid of their nastiness by purging iniquity out, like the scripture says, by mercy and grace, they need to be taken away. They need a mental evaluation. They need to go sit in jail. I don't care what we do with them. They just need to get out of the way. Okay, we got children here, people. We really do. We got eternity showing up here really big as well, and somebody got a mental problem, and somebody just sitting there in their mental state, and people are allowing that, and that's a big fat disgrace. It really is. It really is. So anyway, that's what came out. Until next time, shalom.